I lost that identity when I got out, and I've been struggling with it, 2 years now, of like, I used to be in the United States Marine and now I'm a college student. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a big identity loss when you get out of the military. So to be a part of something like this where you can like relate to each other and be like, oh yeah, you know, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's just like, yes, finally. When a guy gets out of the military, you can still tell he was in the military, but when a girl gets out, man, we just blend right in. We friggin' blend right in. So it's really hard because you don't get that acknowledgement like the males do. You really don't.
Absolutely.
You know, some don't want to be acknowledged. And I'm like, how do you not want to be acknowledged for something you did?
That's certainly true, and that's definitely one of our goals working, GORUCK and Veterans Cadre, trying to get a voice to women veterans, you know what I mean?
But Caitlin, there are 185,000 of us in California, so we're here.
Yeah, I think also in society, everyone looks at female veterans as like, oh, they're these victims, all these things happen to them, military sexual trauma and all that. And when it comes to a lot of us veterans, we don't want to be looked at as these victims from being in the military. We want to be just looked at as veterans like everyone else, you know?
So the GORUCK side as well, we're trying to expand. It's an all-male created, military, company, enterprise, and we've just figured out like we got to open up. Like we don't have the female side. There's a co-ed side to it, but we've sat at the big table and we're like, hey, look, we need to reach out and to the pink side. So I think what we're trying to capture there, we're trying to make it, you know what I mean? Like bring that side too. So this is definitely a catalyst to that. It's the first for us, and it's the first all-woman challenge for the company. So it's and it's big for us, it's huge for us. So it's a step forward. What I like to see and what I like to do, men, women, anybody that's in the challenge, I like to get you all the way to that point, your threshold, where you do start wondering. I like to get you to the point where it doesn't make sense to keep doing what you're doing, because that's where you truly meet your threshold. That's where you truly met the borders of your comfort zone. When it stops making sense to do what you're doing, when you're in that much physical pain, when you're that irritated, agitated, when you get to that point, take one step further. When you take that one step further, most often, that's when people are like, fuck this, I need to go into self-preservation mode. I want you to go into self-preservation mode. I need you to go into that selfish little black hole where you usually climb up. You need to go in there and then climb back out. Yeah, learn what it's like to get down there, get real selfish, get surrounded by that old you, and then create a way out, because you're going to repeat it for the rest of your life. We're always going to, we do it, we're creature of habit, we go in cycles. And you're going to forever go down to that hole. You always are. But if you create a ladder way, a step way, and light it up that hallway, to get out of that dark place, and just coming out of dark holes, that's what it's really about. So yeah.
And if I could add, there were occasions where people, if you needed to give up your pack, there was also times you were ready to take it back. And so the burdens that you give are burdens that you can also take back. So when you're ready, there's that individual component, but then there's also that team component. So just always keep that in mind.
All of us can push each other, like, hang in there, ride it out. And so that's where maybe the group, can be that support, like, don't give up, hang in there, hang in there.